talk about inquiries. Let's face it, as senior photographers, our main goal is to get booked with senior clients so we can make money, right? It's what we're after. That's why we're in business. So how do we get more inquiries and how do we turn those inquiries into booked clients? Today, we're going to talk about a couple of different ways to help you get more inquiries and convert those into paying clients. First of all, we need to make sure that we are marketing to our ideal client, which in this case is a high school senior. And the way to do that is to not put all our marketing eggs in one basket, but to diversify the way we are marketing. Social media is a huge way to market to teens because that is where they spend most of their time, but it's not the only way to market to teens. So while yes, social media is one of them, and we should definitely be utilizing that to connect with potential clients, it is not the only way. So let's go through 5 different ways that we can market to teens and get inquiries in order to get booked. So number 1, social media. Let's face it, teens spend the majority of their day on their phone on some social media platform, whether that be Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat or wherever it is, they are on social media. So we need to be able to utilize social media and be consistent with our social media so that we are constantly in front of our ideal client, which will then make them want to book with us, want to inquire with us first, then book with us. It's said that people have to see something at least 7 times before they inquire about it. So that is why being consistent on social media is super important. You want to get in front of your potential clients at least 7 times, if not more, so that when they are ready to think about a senior photographer, you pop in their mind first. So utilize social media to market to seniors and make sure you are using each social media platform the correct way and speaking to your ideal client when you are. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, number 1, Facebook. You're speaking probably to the parents. So make sure that when you're using Facebook, you are marketing more toward the parent because that is who is on that particular platform. Instagram is a combination of teens and parents. So make sure you're utilizing all the fun tools that Instagram has to offer to capture the attention of both parents and teens. And then TikTok is mostly teens. So if you're new to TikTok, just make sure that you are using it in a way that speaks directly to teens. They like to digest information super quick, which is what TikTok is. It is super quick videos, fun, entertainment. You can include education, but in a very, very quick format. And recently, Instagram has come out with their own version of TikTok, which is Reels. So again, make sure you're understanding each of these social media platforms, how to best use them to speak directly to your ideal client so that they can see you and inquire about what you do. Number 2, Google. If I were looking for a senior portrait photographer, I think the first thing I would do is go to Google, type in senior portrait photographer in my area. So a lot of other people are probably doing the same thing. So you want to make sure that you are showing up on a search when someone is looking for a senior photographer. So my challenge to you is to actually go to Google, type in your photography business, type in your location, type in senior photographer and see if you come up and where you are. If you don't come up in the first couple of lists there, you might want to look into improving your SEO and your Google ranking so that when people are searching for a senior photographer in your specific location, you're going to show up. Number 3, word of mouth. Word of mouth marketing is one of the best ways to market your business to get inquiries and therefore get booked. And more specifically, your senior client experience. Because without a stellar client experience, you are not going to get the word of mouth advertising and marketing that you need. So go and look at your client experience. Look at it through the eyes of a client. really ask yourself, are you doing every single thing you can to make sure that every step of the process for your clients is the best it can be? Are you communicating with them? Are you helping them along the way? Are you providing valuable information to them? Are you treating them the best you can possibly treat them? I'm sure you are, but ask yourself, what kinds of little things can you do to make your client experience stand out from the rest? Maybe it is what you offer in your sessions. Maybe you offer hair and makeup where another photographer does not. Maybe it's simply the communication and you keeping in touch with that client throughout the entire process. One of the things that I do that I think is really a great portion of the client experience is I make sure to text each and every client the day before the session. It takes 5 seconds, but it makes them feel great because I let them know how excited I am to take their photos. I let them know I'm thinking about them. I ask them if they need anything. And literally, it is a simple thing that makes a huge difference. So look at your client experience, see where you might can improve or where you might need to update a couple of things, and make sure you are treating every single client like a VIP so that they literally don't even think about it, but automatically share their experience with their friends, because word of mouth marketing is still one of the absolute best ways to get more inquiries and get booked. Number 4 is a senior model program. Literally, my senior model program is the single most important thing I've ever done to market my business to seniors and get inquiry. It goes a little along the lines of the word of mouth because these models are representing your business and sharing with their friends about your business. And it really did put me on the map for senior photography in my area. Without that, I would absolutely not be where I am today. So I highly recommend a model program as a way to market to high school seniors, to get inquiries and get booked. If you guys need more information about a model program, I have several podcast episodes and even a full online course all about how to create a model program. But if you have one, then make sure you are doing everything you can with those models to make sure that they are sharing about your business so their friends see them and think of you when it comes time to book a senior photographer. Well, the 5th thing we can do to market to seniors to get more inquiries and get those inquiries turned into booked clients is to create an email list. So with an email list, you are able to form a relationship, give them valuable information. You can start adding people to that email list before they're even seniors. Parents may want to grab onto that email list, and that way you can send them information that will help them, and therefore when they get to be a senior, they will think about you because you've provided all this helpful information. Things can be, educational, informational. It can have to do with senior photography. It can have to do with anything that a senior might be interested in. So an email list is a great way to share information. Some of the best things that I have sent through my email list is how to take a better selfie, how to take better graduation photos, how to pick the right senior photographer for you, what to wear. And you can use what to wear in so many different ways. What to wear for a senior session, what to wear to graduation, what to wear for homecoming, what to wear to prom. These are all things that seniors are going to be experiencing. And if you can provide some sort of valuable information and help them with anything that goes on in their lives during their senior year, senior life events, is going to be a great way to form a relationship with those seniors. And same thing goes for the parents. You can offer advice. Maybe you're a photographer who actually already has had a senior and they've gone off to college. So maybe you can offer up some advice for parents who have their first child going off to college. Maybe you love decor and you can offer up some dorm decor, or maybe, maybe you've been to college. Maybe you can offer up some advice on what to expect when it comes to college, or maybe you can give them like a senior year guidebook on things to make sure they do while they're seniors. And an email list is a really great place to send them this information. I also think social media can be used for this, but in much smaller pieces. So an email list is going to give you a lot more content to give them so you can fully sort of give them this information, whereas your social media can work with your email list and give them short bursts of information. So again, it's about educating and informing your clients on things that you may be an expert at that can help them in their life. And therefore, you are building the know, like, trust factor, and you are going to be first and foremost in their mind when it comes to booking a senior photographer. Let me ask you this. If you were receiving helpful information from someone that was helping you in things that you were interested in, and then it came time to hire that sort of person for whatever you're looking for, would you not think of them first? Of course you would, because those are the people that you've formed a relationship with. So marketing is about forming those relationships and getting your business and you in front of potential clients so that they think of you when it comes time to book their senior photography session. Talk about what to do when you actually get an inquiry, because how you respond to that inquiry and what you send also factors in as to how you can convert that inquiry into a book session. So a couple of key points: make sure that you are responding quickly. Even if that is an autoresponder that they immediately get, and then you respond later with actual information, they're going to remember that you were the first to respond. Let's say they were inquiring with a couple of different photographers and they were trying to decide between several of them. If you're the first one to respond, they are going to remember that. So make sure that you respond quickly with an autoresponder, letting them know that yes, you did receive their email and that they can expect X and when. And then the next thing you send them is valuable information to help them make the decision as to whether you're the right photographer for them. For me, I send out an inquiry email that includes something personal. I make sure to use their name. If I have any sort of connecting factor to them, maybe I know another senior that they know or what have you, I will make sure to try to include that in the email. I will give them helpful information about my sessions in the form of a senior inquiry magazine that details all the different session types, the pricing, how everything goes with the senior session, what they can expect, FAQs, ordering session information, location information. I try to give them as much information up front so that they can make the best decision possible. I used to sort of just give a general kind of overview, but I found that I got a lot more questions that way. I spent a lot more time back and forth with email, and I maybe didn't always hit my ideal client. By sending them this information up front, the ones that then book me are my ideal client. They are prepared, they are ready to spend the amount of money that it costs to work with me. They understand the process and they are fully invested at that point. So send information however you want to send it, but I do recommend an inquiry magazine because it's just a nice way visually for them to see all of the information. They can take their time and go through it. If it's a senior, they can go through it with their parents, etc. The next thing is to make sure you create some sense of urgency in that email. And by giving them a select number of dates, that is what you're doing. So maybe you have every single day from now until the end of the year open. Don't necessarily need to list every single day. So make sure that you're listing dates so that they know that these are the dates available. They need to pick one in order to get a session with you. So make sure you let them know that dates get booked up very quickly, and in order to book, here's your next steps. So that would be the next part of the email, is make sure that you include next steps so they know exactly what to expect. They know exactly what to do. Last tip I wanted to give you guys is to think about video. When it comes to inquiries, I get a lot of inquiries in the DMs of Instagram and other social media platforms. And I can, of course, just quickly type back. But what would stand out more? A quick typed response or a video response? Teens love video, and if you can respond to a DM inquiry with a fun video that showcases your personality, introduces yourself to that person, and lets them know what they can expect next, such as that email that you're going to send them with all the information about your sessions, you are going to stand out in a crowd of photographers. Not only will they be able to see you, but they will be able to see a little bit of your personality and connect even further to you, which will then make them want to actually book a session with you. I hope these tips have helped you today when it comes to getting more inquiries and getting booked with senior sessions. Be sure to utilize all 5 things that I discussed here today to market your business so that you're getting the most inquiries and turning those inquiries into booked sessions. And as a free bonus, click down below in the description to download my exact inquiry email that I send to all of my senior inquiries. Don't forget to grab that freebie down below. And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week right here on the Seniorology YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.